Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. Today we'll be going over the markets, looking at what's happening with Bitcoin, looking at what's happening with Ethereum, and a couple of the other charts as well, and as well look at a couple of news stories. Dominated by the market crash, obviously, around the world, all the stock markets are crashing, oil is crashing, even gold is coming down now as well. But we'll be looking at that and see where do we go from here. Is there any point in being in crypto? Is there any point in being in stock markets? It's just that whole kind of scenario again. A few weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, was totally different. So it's just up and down, and it plays with your emotions all the time. And sometimes you're thinking, oh, is this all worth it? But I think it totally is worth it. So we'll be going over that as well. I want to thank everybody for joining the free group and everybody who's joined the premium group as well. There's links down below to join the two groups. And if you like this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and hit that like on the way out as well. And leave a comment down below this video, that would be fantastic. Okay, let's see what's happening in the markets just now. Okay, we have an overall market capitalization of $225 billion. Bitcoin dominance gone up slightly to 64.2%. I've got a couple in the green just now, so we'll just see who the winners and losers are. Just now we have Loopring up 16%, Synthetics, Steam, KuCoin, Monocoin, Aeon, Augur, Basic Attention, all in the green. Not that much, but much more than yesterday. We had 3 in the green yesterday. We've now got about 20 in the green today. So 20% in the green, 80% in the red. We did a Hashgraph down 14%, Swipe and Ren down in double-digit reds as well. But it's only 3 in double-digit reds, which is not too bad, actually. Okay, let's look at the Ethereum chart, see what's happening with the Ethereum chart. Okay, we looked at this yesterday, this descending channel. And we've seen here this support line was holding perfectly for the last couple of days, and it's held perfectly again yesterday. You can see here it hit that support line and bounced back up again. So we're looking at the closing prices here. So this is the body of the candle above or inside this support line here as well. So it's holding that descending channel perfectly. The only thing is, if it keeps on holding that line perfectly, by the end of March we could be somewhere down here. So by the end of March we're talking down at 169. So it could still be within that structure and still go down to 169, $169. But we're really looking for a bounce from here. And probably go up a wee bit there. Yeah. We're looking for a bounce from here to push it on up towards the $250 region again. So nothing has really changed there. We've got the 7 EMA crossing down over the 21 EMA. I'm looking at that as a good signal as well, the 7 and the 21. I like that. I've been testing that for the last couple of weeks, so I've just kind of put it on this chart as well. So that crossed down over the $242, and it crossed up on the 5th of January at $133. So I'm looking at 7 and 21. I think the 50 is too long just now because it's moving so rapidly, crypto just now. So that's why I did the shorter time frames. So the 7 and 21 EMA I'm using at the moment. Okay, look at Bitcoin as well. Okay, I want to show you this overall picture. If we stand back and take a bigger look at what's happening just now. So we're still in this kind of ascending channel just now overall. And this has been going on, we're talking since 2013, for 7 years. And it's held well so far. And this support line is holding well, apart from the last few days. So we've gone under it. This is the first, we've not closed below this because the week is not finished yet. But we've gone below it, and it's the first time it's really gone below it by this much. But we've not closed the week, so it could end up above this support line here as well. But I want to show you something else as well. This kind of symmetrical triangle here. And this is a long-term symmetrical triangle. We're talking since 2017. So we're talking a couple of years that this has been in play. And we're still within that structure as well. So just now this should be a buy. If we look at this structure, it should really be a buy from here at these levels. Although where you put your stop losses is going to be extremely difficult because it's bouncing lower, although it's 7,881 just now. we did go as low as 7,639. So you'd have to put your kind of stop loss quite a bit away, to be honest. You're probably talking about 8 to 10% instead of 5 to 6%. But looking at the charts, we should be due a bounce here. If it doesn't bounce, then we're kind of in trouble. We're going lower to 7,500, then 7,200. Am I worried about this? No, we've seen this loads and loads of times before, so I am not worried at all about this drop for Bitcoin price. It's happening. Obviously, we've been due this, and this is just in line with what's happening around the world as well, with the markets kind of crashing big time around the world. Kind of said this would happen, and we're slowly going to get an influx of kind of stock market money into the crypto. I would imagine Bitcoin first, then Ethereum, and then it'll trickle down into the alts as well. Still trading opportunities in the alts as well. So this is the stock market. As we can see, this is the FTSE 100 just now, 6,193. So it has bounced about 4%. Normally a 4% move in the stock market is huge, but considering what's happened, that we've dropped about 20% overall in the stock markets, then that 4% doesn't seem that much. Looking at the bigger picture again, this is for the FTSE 100, but this is indicative of what's happening to the rest of the indexes around the world as well. You can see here this long-term support line since 1988 has been broken a couple of times. Obviously 2008 was one of them, and now again in 2020, some 12 years later. It was broken back in 16 as well, 2016, but this seems to be a much deeper penetration. So where it's going to end, who knows? To be honest, I don't know if this is just the start of it or just to give us a scare, and it certainly has around the world. There's kind of, you can feel the reverberations around the world, but I don't think the true extent is going to be seen just now. Okay, on to a couple of news stories. Top macro analyst explains why Bitcoin has crashed 17% since 9,200. So according to Raoul Pal, CEO of finance media startup Real Vision, BTC's weakness may be related to hedge funds. I explained in a tweet, it feels like any hedge fund that was long Bitcoin is having to liquidate. VAR takes no prisoners. For those new to VAR, is the measure of risk in a portfolio and is connected to volatility. So as volume goes up of all the assets, they have to reduce the risk. So he's saying that is in part that's the reason for Bitcoin price going down so much. So honestly, forget about this kind of coronavirus having anything at all to do with the markets. There's nothing at all to do with the markets. It's purely an excuse. This is a systemic problem in the economies around the world. This is why the markets are crashing. And the coronavirus is just like a little scapegoat just now. But it's nothing to do with the coronavirus. This is a systemic problem. It's been going on for years and years, and it's just catching up just now with the markets. So, but with the Bitcoin price going down, this is what Raoul Pal is saying. That it's because of this risk and the volatility that's in the markets just now that the hedge funds have sold off, which will have a cascading style effect on the Bitcoin price as well. So there are other crypto analysts who are saying, Jacob Canfield is saying the COVID-19 outbreak has something to do with that. I do not believe that for 1 second. I don't think it's anything to do with that at all. Bitcoin miners are holding coins. So Charlie Morris, founder of a crypto analytics platform ByteTree, recently suggested that miners are holding Bitcoin has historically coincided with negative returns and reflects a weaker market bid. Nah, I'm not sure about that. The Plus token scam moves coins again. Obviously, the Plus token, what happened there as well, over $100 million worth of Bitcoin kind of moving as well. That could have something to do with it as well. And it's just a compounding effect on the price of Bitcoin as well. So, little bits of everything is to do with it. I think it's just the herd mentality just now. So looking at the fear and greed index, we can see we're at extreme fear just now. 16, I don't think I've seen 16 for a long, long time. The last time round about this area was August the 21st, 2019. That's when it was this low again, and it was, yeah, August the 21st, 2019. So this could be a good time. Again, we look at extreme fear. This extreme fear is what the herd are doing. This is the herd and the kind of selling Bitcoin off. They're going into USDT, and this is what a lot of people are doing. So this is what the herd is doing. So what you do is kind of go against the herd and look at that and say, okay, it might go lower, but this could be the time to start looking at buying in. Just now as well. Obviously, do your own research. I'm not telling you should buy in. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, do all your all that stuff, and do your own research. But traditionally, when it's been this low, it has gone back up, quite soon after we've had a fear index this low as well. So this could be a time to buy in because you're going against the herd essentially. This simple indicator shows Bitcoin could be poised for a major bounce. So this is from Cold-Blooded Shiller, who's on Twitter just now, and he's saying that BTC Renko is showing the divergence all the way through this region. We've not had a significant divergence like this for a while. Huge momentum on the sell-off that's been reducing since. If this flips bullishly, we'll get a bounce. Breaking the trend line is a good start, he noted while pointing to the chart seen below. So this is what he's talking about here. The Renko charts, I've done a couple of videos on Renko charts. Just search my channel for type in Renko and you'll find that out. I still look at the Renko charts, still find them incredibly useful. And this is what it's saying here. We've got the divergence here in the RSI and what's happening on the Renko charts here as well with this downward or descending channel. And it's broken out of that descending channel as well. So it's saying we could be due a big bounce from here as well. So that's one indicator, the Renko charts. There could be something in that. We just don't know. But that's what Cold-Blooded Shiller is talking about. Goldbug Smug as Bitcoin follows market's plunge. So this is the likes of kind of Peter Schiff. He says Bitcoin was created after the 2008 financial crisis, and hodlers always assumed that would be a safe haven of choice during the next. Looks like they assumed wrong. If Bitcoin is not a currency, not a store of value, not a safe haven, then what is it and why own it? So I have to say I do not agree with that statement at all. I 100% believe in cryptocurrency and believe in Bitcoin as well. But you have to say, it begs a question, why own it? We have to look at this. We have to kind of look at two sides of this. We can't just be all kind of bullish all the time. We have to look and ask ourselves the question, is this going to get better? Is it going to become a store of value? Is it going to become a safe haven? Is it going to become a cryptocurrency? What is Bitcoin going to become in the long run? To me, it looks like a store of value just now. I don't think its intended use as a cryptocurrency will be kind of met very soon. But as soon as kind of Lightning Network really kicks in, transaction speeds go up, I think then it's going to be used as a cryptocurrency for its intended purposes, especially for micro payments. I still see it as a micro payment processor. But Peter Schiff is feeling smug at the moment. Okay, BZX integrates with Chainlink to prevent future price oracle exploits. So BZX, a protocol for tokenized margin trading and lending, announced today it's decided to quickly adopt Chainlink's decentralized oracle networks as a basis for its new price oracles over the long term. So this is good news for Chainlink, obviously. It's good news for BZX as well, but also good news for Band. We've been talking about oracles quite a lot over the last couple of weeks with kind of Band. Spoke about that. Chainlink, obviously, as well. And Tether is the latest kind of hidden gem that was kind of revealed as well. So Tether, price feeds is a thing just now as well. So with Band, this is from Band Protocol Troopers. Band is to be providing price feeds for BZX HQ as well. So they've got here in phase 1, we will incorporate both Chainlink and Band Protocol oracles. Band's nodes are geographically distributed in a way that tends to favour Asia, geographically and jurisdictionally diversifying our oracle risk as well. So this is a good thing about oracles. I'm going to be doing more on oracles. I was talking to the Terra team yesterday as well, just so I could understand a few things. And I really appreciated getting on a call with Nicholas and Michael yesterday, talking about oracles. So I'm going to be talking more about oracles and kind of educating everybody on it, as much as I know how, and the Terra team have agreed to do that with me as well. So I think that's going to be quite cool, and we'll get something organised over the next few weeks as well. Okay, Analyst says Bitcoin remains on track for $100,000 as top crypto whale warns halving headache brewing. So this is from Plan B, and he's got the stock to flow chart adjusted for today's crash. Says nothing really happened. BTC still spot on for S2F track, which is stock to flow. So the widely followed analyst remains bullish on the long-term prospects of the leading cryptocurrency. According to his stock to flow model, which is used to predict Bitcoin's price movements, the popular digital asset is still on track to hit $100,000 as well. So this is from Joe007 translation. Over-leveraged miners are going to be unbelievably effed after halving, or come the halving, and people are cheering on. I can't even, and that's what he's got in his tweet as well. So this is from Joe007. So he thinks that the miners are over-leveraged. So basically what he's talking about there is the borrowing on the Bitcoin. So if they've got 100 Bitcoin, they'll kind of borrow, 400 Bitcoin in order to pay for more mining equipment, etc. And they said they're over-leveraged, and they said it's going to become a huge problem after the halving as well. Okay, that's it for today. If you like these videos, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit that like on the way out. Last one out, hit the likes, and leave a comment down below as well, even if it's just to say, let me know where you are in the world, or you like these videos, or you don't like these videos, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just leave a comment, and I'll get back to you as well, just with a quick reply or a conversation. If you've got a question as well, that'd be brilliant. Okay, that is it for now. If you'd like to join the free group, there is a link down below. If you'd like to join the premium group and support this channel, that'd be fantastic. And you get the hidden gems before anybody else, and you get the calls as well that nobody else gets as well in the premium group. So it'd be brilliant to see you in there as well. Okay, until next time, Namaste. Take care.